So that was soprano Denise Lee singing the athlete tribute song Spirit in Motion, which is, of course, the motto of the Paralympic movement.
Of the London Organising Committee of the Olympic and Paralympic Games, Sebastian Coe, and the President of the International Paralympic Committee, Sir Philip Craven.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, Sir Philip Craven, President of the International Paralympic Committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, on behalf of every Briton and every lover of sport, it is my great honour to say, welcome home to the Paralympic Games. The movement that has led us here to this exhilarating moment, to these incredible games, began here in Britain on the day London opened the 1948 Olympic Games. For that day saw not only the Olympic opening ceremony at Wembley, but also 35 miles away at Stoke Mandeville, an archery demonstration for paraplegics. And it was this vision that launched Ludwig Guttmann's great venture. It was this that launched the Paralympic Games. So we say welcome home to this great sporting celebration. Welcome home to a movement that shows what sport is all about. Sport is about what you can do, what you can achieve, the limits you can reach, the barriers you can break. Sport shows what is possible. Sport refuses to take no for an answer. And everything sport stands for, we're going to see right here, right now. Everything sport stands for, we're going to experience with these Paralympic Games. From the moment London began its bid to host the Games in 2012, we determined that we would raise the bar, not just for the Olympic Games, but for the Paralympics too. The London 2012 would be the next great advance for the movement. That London 2012 would be a landmark for people with disability everywhere, a landmark in the progress of mankind towards light, towards seeing immense capability and possibility. And now we are ready. Now the stadiums are ready. Now the people of Britain are ready. Now the athletes are ready. And to those athletes I say, you will hear us. The enthusiasm for these Paralympics is extraordinary. The crowds will be unprecedented. These will be games to remember. And to my fellow countrymen and the millions watching around the world, I add these final words. Prepare to be inspired. Prepared to be dazzled, prepared to be moved by the Paralympic Games of London 2012. It now gives me immense pleasure to introduce Sir Philip Craven, President of the International Paralympic Committee.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, athletes and officials, distinguished guests, Paralympic sports fans from all over the world, good evening and welcome to the start of the biggest Paralympic Games ever. Tonight is a celebration of the development of the human spirit, a celebration of the Paralympic movement coming home, and a celebration of dreams becoming reality. As we embark on the Games, we do so knowing that what happens here has the energy to change each and every one of us. Sir Ludwig Guttmann started this magical journey when he developed and then perfected the revolutionary practice of using sport in the rehabilitation of spinal cord injury patients. In 1948, he organized the Stoke Mandeville Games on a small piece of land sandwiched between the back of a hospital and a railway embankment. It was here Sir Ludwig and his colleagues Joan Scruton and Charlie Atkinson, and athletes such as Dick Thompson, Ginger Swindlest and Margaret Maughan set the foundations for the Paralympic movement and generated the first sparks that became the Paralympic spirit. Through human sporting endeavour, that spirit is stronger than ever today, and we are eternally grateful to Sir Ludwig for his remarkable vision. But tonight is not just about his vision becoming reality. Around 10 years ago, a group of people had a dream to bring the Games to London. Their vision was to transform East London and inspire a generation. Backed by tremendous public support, national governments and local authorities, and thousands of amazing Games makers, and the people of this great city of London Seb Coe's 2012 team delivered an Olympic Games that exceeded everyone's wildest dreams. Tonight, I am delighted that we are joined by IOC President Jacques Rogge and his wife Anne. This country has an insatiable appetite for sport. London 2012 has done a tremendous job in making everyone feel that these are their Games. Imagine my pride when I discovered that the Paralympic mascot Mandeville had been handcrafted by a retired steelworker from my hometown of Bolton. Yeah. Tonight is the start of something extremely special. Tonight is about welcoming the world to a global Games, an event where we will experience every single emotion, including ones we never thought possible. I would like to thank all the international sports federations for their hard work in organising qualifying competitions, and would like to welcome them all to London together with their respective technical officials and classifiers. Welcome also to the record 164 national Paralympic committees who have brought with them the best prepared athletes ever. Most importantly, welcome to you, over 4,200 Paralympians. You have before you some of the finest sporting stages upon which to perform. Every step of the way you will be cheered on by the most passionate sports fans that you will have ever seen or heard. Your performances will inspire and excite the world. You will not just inspire a generation here, but many generations to come. With record ticket sales, media and broadcasters, your stories and performances will challenge the way people think about themselves and how they think about others. You are all catalysts for change and role models for an inclusive society. I ask you to abide by the rules and show the world exactly why you are all proud Paralympians. You are the reason why millions will fill the venues whilst billions watch on TV. You are here to continue the journey started by Sir Ludwig Guttmann and write the next chapter in the history of the Paralympic movement. You not only have the abilities to win medals in London, but you have the abilities to change the world. You will deliver sport like never before. I wish you all the very best of luck, and remember, make sure you have fun. It is now my honour and great pleasure to invite Her Majesty the Queen to declare open the London 2012 Paralympic Games.